Right, 46 onwards. Approximations, come on. 25 by 5. 5 into 12 minus. This can be treated as 7. 7 into 8. Answer, fourth option. Right. 80 approximately. 80 plus 85. 165 plus 5. 170 minus 108. 62. And then after that we have multiplication with 5. How much is that? 310. Right. 17 into 6 square. 36. And then from this we have to subtract 5 into 8. Can we write it as 40? Right. So now what I'll do is approximately treat it as 36 minus 4. Minus 40, I'll treat it as minus 36 minus 4. Okay. Forget about minus 4, we'll consider that later. If it is minus 36, 17 times of 36 minus 1 time of 36. That is 16 times of 36 only. Right. So we'll go with 20 times minus 4 times. Okay now. What is 20 times of 36? 720 minus 4 times. 36 double, 72. 72 double. 144. That is 576. And what did we forget? Minus 4 or plus 4? Now if you consider minus 4, it is 572. Or else you can directly verify which is close to 576 even. That gives you answer. Oh, two options are kada? Right. We have to calculate exact then. 572, third option is final. Next, 65 2 times. 130 plus 65% of 900. Can I write it as 900% of 65? 900% in the sense 9 times of 65 only. That is 10 times minus 1 time. Correct? And which is 585. Okay? When you add these two numbers, you get 715. Is this clear? Which is equal to 35x plus 6. Plus 6 goes to the other side, becomes minus 6, which is equal to 35x. X value is equal to divided by matladali 35. Now in numerator approximately we have 710, right? What is 10 times of denominator? 350. 20 times 700. Numerator is approximately 700. So answer 20 times. Under root of 225. 15 into 16. Let me write it as 15 into 16 only. Divided by 8 cube. Can I write it as 8 into 8 into 8 like this? Into 4095. What is 60 square? 3600. 65 square? 4225. This is less than that only. So more than 60, less than 65. And denominators we have 8, 8 square, 8 cube like that. So between 60 and 65, I will verify 8 multiple, which is 64, is equal to x into 64. X into 64. 64, 64 cancel. 8, 2 times 2, 4 times. So x is equal to 15 divided by 8 fourths, 32. Approximately this is equal to half. Should be less than 1, and less than 1 there is only one option. Right, so how many images are here? How many images are here? Only one image, and directly we can solve this question. Can we pick this or not? Yes, number of people attending a workshop from 5 different cities. Total number of people attending the workshop is 2200. So what is 1% value? 20. Any percentage when you want to calculate, respective number should be multiplied by 1%, that is 22 only. So every number must be 22 multiple. That means it is a multiple of 11. So whether you are asked to calculate any particular number or sum of numbers or difference, answer must be. What is the number of people attending the workshop from city C? Just now we discussed. Answer must be first option, second, third, fourth, fifth must be your answer. Got the point? Next, the number of people attending the workshop from city D forms what percentage of number of people attending the workshop from city E? It is about percentage. If it is about percentage or ratio, we have to calculate. D, what percent we have? 11. This is a percentage with respect to E value. E is 16. So percentage into 100 only. Right. So now what is 50% of the denominator? 8. And still how much more we have to add? 3. What is 1% of the denominator? 2%? 20%? 3.2. Do we have to add 3.2? Less than that only? That means 3 is close to 20% but less than 20%. Agreed? Then our answer must be close to 70% but less than 70%. How many options are there? Only one. Third final answer. Followed. Number of people attending the workshop from cities A and D together forms what percentage of the number of people attending the workshop from city B? A and D both together, which is equal to 38 and which is calculated as a percentage with respect to 32. Percentage into 100. Correct? Numerator is more than the denominator. That means answer must be more than 100%. And 100% value is denominator, which is 32. But numerator is how much more than the denominator? We need to identify 6 is what percentage? Correct? What is 10% of the denominator? What is 20%? Do we have to add 6.4? Less than that only? That means 6 is less than 20%. Correct? Answer must be less than 120%, but close to 120. Agreed or not? How many options are there? Only one. Less than 120% but close to 120%. Ardhamainda? What is the respective ratio between number of people attending the workshop from city C to those attending from B? C it is 14, B it is 32. And both numerator and denominator calculated on the same number. Hence we don't have to go for conversion. Directly we can consider percentage values. Cancellation, simplified values. 7, 16. Third option answer. If 25% of the people attending the workshop from city E are female, how many male from city E are attending the workshop? Right. So now E, how much percentage we have? 16. And 25% are female, which is 1/4 only. What is 1/4 of 16%? Then remaining 12% are male only. We were asked to calculate male people from city E, where 1% value is 20. Answer must end with. How many options are there? Only one. Even here also you can go with 11 multiplication rule, but I could see two options, fourth option and fifth option. Both are 11 multiple. So I am calculating. Okay now. Right. So 56 onwards we have caselet. Do you want to do this? Come on. Right. Next 61 onwards. Data sufficiency. Can we pick data sufficiency? Yes. Yes, data sufficiency. చదివితే ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. దానిలో క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయడానికి ఏం లేదు. It's only mind job. That's all. Yes. Statements which are sufficient. What is a boat speed in still water? That means m only we have to calculate. The respective ratio of the speed of the boat upstream and speed of the water current is 6:1. The boat can travel 25.6 kilometers downstream in 96 minutes. Using this, can we calculate downstream speed? Come on. Yes. And it is given that ratio between upstream and then stream. That means m minus s and s ratio is 6:1. If s is equal to 1 part, m minus s is equal to 6 parts. Can we calculate how much is m in terms of number of parts? Can we also calculate how much is m plus s in terms of number of parts? When you know upstream in terms of parts and kilometer per hour, can't we calculate how much is m? Cheyacha cheylema? Yes or no? One alone is definitely sufficient. Clear? Next, the speed of the boat upstream is 12 km per hour. Using this, can we calculate how much is man speed in still water? No, because we don't know how much is m value and then s value independently, or relation between m and s. We just know that m minus s is equal to 12. But what is the relation between these two variables? We don't know. Hence, one alone is sufficient, but not two alone. Ardhamainda? Right. What is the actual length of the train? A train can cross a platform double its length in 63 seconds. Can we answer this question? Why? Why? Because speed is not there. Because speed is not there. A train length, that's what we have to calculate. If it is x, a train crosses a platform double its length. That means platform length is 2x. Train length is x. If a train crosses platform, distance covered is train length 1 plus platform length only, which is equal to 3x. This is distance covered. That must be equal to speed into time. Time is mentioned as 63 seconds, but speed is not mentioned. If this, in the same information, if you also have information regarding speed, using one alone, we can answer the question. Antena? Right. So now next, second one. Had the length of the train been 75 meters less, it would have crossed an electric post in 16 seconds. Even in the second case also, what is missing? Come on. So using second information, can we answer the question? Using 1 and 2, can we answer the question? Come on. See, here we know that 3x is equal to speed into 63. Speed is in meter per second. Had the length of the train been 75 meters less and it is crossing an electric pole, then distance covered is equal to x minus 75, which is equal to distance covered in the second case, which is speed into time 16. How many equations are there? Come on. 2 equations are there. And how many variables are there? 2 variables. When you have 2 equations and 2 variables, can we calculate and get the value of x and speed? Yes or no? Yes, we can. వస్తుంది కదమ్మా. ఇక్కడ దీని నుంచి s వాల్యూ తీసుకురావచ్చా? s is equal to 3x by 63. Even from the second equation we can say s is equal to x minus 75 by 16. If both are equal, when you equal them, can we get x value or not? Yes. 2 equations, 2 variables ఉన్నాయి అని అంటే రెండిటికి వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి. 3 equations and 3 variables. Can we get answer? 3 equations, 3 variables. Come on. ఇప్పుడు మీరేమి చిన్నపిల్లలు కాదు, గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ కదా, అవునా కదా? ఎన్ని ఈక్వేషన్లు ఉన్నాయో అన్ని వేరియబుల్స్ కావాలి. ఒక్కటే వేరియబుల్ ఉందనుకోండి, ఒక్క ఈక్వేషన్ ఉంటే చాలా ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. 2 వేరియబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, 2 ఈక్వేషన్లు కావాలి. 3 వేరియబుల్స్ ఉంటే 3 ఈక్వేషన్లు కావాలి. అర్థమవుతుందా? అలాంటి కేసెస్లో మాత్రమే మనకి వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి. ఈ పాయింట్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, ఓకేనా? అండ్ 3 మస్ట్ బి ఐడెంటికల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్. ఐడెంటికల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఓకే, ఒకసారి ఇదే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకొని చెప్తా. ఫస్ట్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఇదే కదమ్మా, 3x is equal to s into 63 అనేనా? కమాన్. ఇంకొక ఈక్వేషన్ ఏంటంటే x is equal to s into 21. ఇలా ఇంకొక ఈక్వేషన్ ఉందనుకోండి, రెండు వేరియబుల్స్ రెండు ఈక్వేషన్లో ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది అనుకోకూడదు. ఈ రెండు సేమ్ ఈక్వేషన్సే. 3 కొట్టేస్తే ఏమైంది? మాట్లాడరు. 21 అయింది. అదే ఈక్వేషన్ సింప్లిఫైడ్ ఫామ్లో ఇచ్చారు. వీటిని ఐడెంటికల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ అంటారు. సో 3 డిఫరెంట్ ఐడెంటికల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఉండాలి, డిఫరెంట్ ఉండాలి, సేమ్ ఐడెంటికల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఉండకూడదు. అలాంటప్పుడు ఎన్ని ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయో అన్ని వేరియబుల్స్ ఉంటే మనం ప్రతి వాల్యూని తీసుకుని రావచ్చు. ఓకేనా? ఏంటో చిన్నపిల్లలాగా అన్నీ చెప్పాల్సి వస్తుంది. సో విల్ యూ గెట్ ఆన్సర్ బై యూజింగ్ ఫస్ట్ ఈక్వేషన్, సెకండ్ ఈక్వేషన్, both together? Yes. What is B's percentage? 4 years ago, the respective ratio of A's age and B's age at that time was 7:4, and that of B and C was 8:9. So now 4 years back, AB ratio was there, BC ratio at that time in the sense 4 years back. So using this information, we can just calculate 4 years back ratio between A, B, C. That's all, nothing more than that. Using ratio, can we get number? No. 6 years from now, the sum of their ages will be 154. Using only this information, we can calculate sum of their present ages. 154 is what? What is 154? What is 154? Sum of their ages. How many members are there? 3 members. When was this? That means after 6 years. To get present age for each person's age, from each person's age, how many years we have to subtract? 6 years. Like that, how many members are there? That means 3 into 6. If you subtract 18 years from this, will you get sum of their present age? Likewise, using second information, can we calculate what is going to be sum of their ages 4 years back? Come on. After 6 years, it is given that 154. To get present age, you said we have to subtract 6 years for each member. If it is 4 years back, after 6 years to present, how many years? 6 years. Present age to 4 years back, that means altogether 10 years we have to subtract. Like that, how many members are there? 3 members. That means altogether, if you subtract 30 from this, how much it becomes? 124. And 4 years back, from the first information, we know their ages ratio. And we already know that from the second information, sum of their ages. Using this, can we calculate how much is one part value? Using that, can we calculate A's age or B's age or C's age? Yes. So now tell me, is 1 alone sufficient? Is 2 alone sufficient? Both together are required. What would be the selling price of an article if it is sold at 5% profit? When you are selling it at 5% profit, at what price do you need to sell? Come on. 105 percentage. Clear? Right. The selling price of the article, if it is sold at 15% profit, is 552. When you are getting 15% profit, selling price in terms of percentage, 115%, which is equal to 552. Using this, can we calculate 105%? Hence, 1 alone is sufficient. Next, the profit, percentage of profit earned when the article is sold for 624 is thrice that earned when the same article is sold for 828. So now, being for the first time, I'll tell you. Using this, we can calculate cost price. Profit percentage earned when when an article is sold for 624. That means 624 is selling price or cost price or profit. Come on. And in such case, what you are getting? So this is selling price in terms of profit only. So selling price is equal to cost price plus profit. Okay. Is thrice the profit earned when the same article is sold for 528. So now when you are selling it at 528 rupees, even in this case also, 528 is selling price. Matladali. And in that case, what you are getting? profit only. So that is also equal to cost price plus profit. But look at this carefully. Profit earned is thrice. That means profit in first case is going to be 3 times of profit in second case only. Right. If the profit in second case is P, in first case it is 3 parts only. How many equations are there? Come on. How many variables are there? If you solve this, can we calculate how much is cost price here? Cost price in the sense 100% only. But now we are expecting 105%. When you know 100% value, can't we calculate 105%? So is 2 alone sufficient? Matladali. Yes. Is 1 alone sufficient? Yes. Either 1 alone or 2 alone. There are 4 consecutive even numbers and 3 consecutive odd numbers. What is the smallest even number? Okay. 4 consecutive even numbers and then 3 consecutive odd numbers, and we were asked to calculate smallest even number. Largest odd number is 19. Using this, can we calculate the answer? Because we don't have any connectivity or relation between even numbers and then odd numbers. Antena? ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ నుంచి లార్జెస్ట్ ఆడ్ నెంబర్ తెలిసింది. 19 is the largest odd number. Prior to that, what odd number will be there? And before that? So we know 3 consecutive odd numbers but not even number. And we don't have any relation between even numbers and odd numbers. So 1 alone is not. Next, the sum of 4 consecutive even numbers and 3 consecutive odd numbers is 175. The smallest odd number is 13 less than the smallest even number. Using only second information, can we get the answer or not? Let's see. We were asked to calculate least even number. I am treating it as x. Next number. Next number. Next number. Now, the smallest odd number is 13 less than smallest even number. That means this is x minus 13. Next, x minus 11. Next, these are 4 consecutive even numbers and 3 consecutive odd numbers. Correct? And at the same time, it is also given that sum of their numbers, 4 consecutive even and 3 consecutive odd, which is equal to 175. Sum of numbers. When you add all these numbers, how many variables are there? Only. So can we get an answer or not? Yes, 1 alone is not sufficient, but 2 alone is sufficient. Okay. Hey Babu, live వెళ్తుందా? లైవ్ వెళ్తుందా? లాస్ట్లో ఒకసారి గుర్తు చేయమ్మా. So now 41 table. Can we do this? Aye pillalu. Right. So now apart from this table, what is left? Only arithmetic questions. Antena? Right. Akka? Caselet. Number of watches sold by 5 stores during 5 months. Right, March to July. Number of watches sold by store T decreased by what % from March to June? T, March to June. Difference between these two numbers. This is 34 more than 200. This is 11 less than 200. Difference in the sense sum of both the numbers, that is equal to 45 less. From 234 percentage into 100. What is 10% of the denominator? 22, 23, approximately. Approximately, parledu. 25. 5%. నేను 25 అనలా 24 అన్నాను 5% వాల్యూ చెప్పమంటున్నా 5% వాల్యూ then what is 15%? 24 plus 12 30. Still we have to ఎంత ఎందుకు పంచాయతీ అసలు what is 10%? then what is 20%? 46.8. Our number is 1.8 less than this number. That means that is very close to 20% but less than 20%. Correct? Look at your options. How many are there? Only 1/4 option. Very close to 20 but less than 20. If you want, 1% of the denominator is 2.3 and we don't have to subtract even 1% also. That means answer should be more than 19 but less than 20. Like that there is only one. Store R sells only two types of watches, luxury watches and then sports watches. If the respective ratio of total number of luxury watches sold by store R during all the given months together and sports watches sold by same store during all the given months, luxury to sports, ratio 7:5. What was the total number of luxury watches sold by store R during given months? See, luxury to sports watches ratio. What is the given ratio? That means how many parts are there? 12 parts are there. Out of 12 parts, how many are luxury? 7. So that means 7 out of 12 only? Yes. Right. This is what we have to calculate. Answer must be 7 multiple. We can verify it. We don't need to calculate the exact, what exactly is this number. When you have 7 by 12, see 7/12 of there will be some number you have to write here. Come on. See, let's say I am writing some number XYZ. What do you do after this? What do you do after this? Cancellation of XYZ, right? With? Then, let's say I am getting one more number ABC here. Then what is your answer? 7 into ABC. You don't know ABC, but you know one number, right? What is that? 7. That means answer must be 7 multiple only? 7 multiple. Is here first option 7 multiple or not? Just verify it. Come on. Second option? 7 6 times 42. 42 57. No. Third option? No. Fourth option? It has to be fifth option then, right? That's all. Otherwise, what you are supposed to do is store R. Sum of all these numbers that you are supposed to write in place of X, Y, Z. Got it? If the number of watches sold by store P decreased by 15% from July to August and number of watches sold by store R decreased by 20% from July to August. Both are decreasing. What was the difference between number of watches sold by store P in August and R in the same month? Okay. In the month of July, store P, how much is that? 160. Store R, 2. P decreased by what percentage? 15%. What is 10% of 160? 5%. Total. Next, R decreased by 20%. 20% of 230. 40. Right. When you subtract 24 from 160, you get 136 only. 46 subtracted from 230, that is equal to 184. Correct. And we were asked to calculate what? Difference between these two numbers. Correct. Which is 48 is the difference. Out of total number of watches sold by all the given stores together in March, only 18% were luxury watches. What was the total number of luxury watches sold by all the given stores together in the month of? Come on. What percentage are luxury? See, that means 18% of some number XYZ, correct? Irrespective of this number, it is 18%. That means should be a 9 multiple. Is your first option 9 multiple? Second? Yes, that may be 9 multiple. Clear? Third option? Fourth? Fifth? Second final answer. What is the difference between average number of watches sold by store Q in April, May together? Q, April, May. Q, April and May together. Right. 175 and 253. 428. And we were asked to calculate average. That is divided by 2, which is 214. difference between this fellow and average number of watches sold by store S in June, July together. Store S, June, July together. Sum of both the numbers, 286. Come on. Average divided by 2, that is 143. And we were asked to calculate difference, that is equal to 71. First option. Over. Now we are left with the caselet and quadratic quant questions, correct? So what do you want to do now? Caselet, if it is smaller information. We have only one paragraph. Let's see this. There are 6 villages around city X. Around city X in the sense, here we have city X. Outer side of city X, we have 6 villages. Now, will there be any condition on total population in village X, in city X and 6 different villages? Hyderabad undi. Hyderabad ni 4 parts chesam anukunnam. East to west to north to south. Okay na? ఇప్పుడు ఈ 4 parts or 4 regions లో ఉన్న population ని యాడ్ చేస్తే అది దేనికన్నా కండిషన్కి ఈక్వల్ అవ్వాలా? కమాన్, దట్ మస్ట్ బి ఈక్వల్ టు టోటల్ పాపులేషన్ ఆఫ్, బికాస్ దీస్ 4 regions ఆర్ ఇన్సైడ్ ద హైదరాబాద్. Am I right? But now look at this information. There are 6 villages around city X. అంటే ఆ 6 villages population కి city X population కి రిలేషన్ ఏమైనా ఉంటుందా? బై డిఫాల్ట్ యూనివర్సల్ కండిషన్ మాట్లాడరు. ఇంతకుముందు మనం మాట్లాడినప్పుడు మాత్రం ఉంది కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఇండియాలో ఉన్న స్టేట్స్ అన్నిటిని పాపులేషన్స్ అన్నీ యాడ్ చేస్తే టోటల్ నేషన్ పాపులేషన్కి ఈక్వల్ అవ్వాలి. Am I right? సో ఆ కండిషన్ స్పెసిఫిక్గా ఎవరన్నా మీకు ఇవ్వాలి ఆ కండిషన్? మాట్లాడరు. దాన్ని ఏమంటాము? యూనివర్సల్ కండిషన్ అంటాం. అర్థమైందా? సో అక్కడ ఉన్నట్లుగా యూనివర్సల్ కండిషన్ ఈ పర్టికులర్ దానిలో ఉండదు. అది క్లియర్గా చెప్తున్నాను. ఓకేనా? రైట్. బాగా గుర్తు చేయి తల్లి, మళ్ళీ ఈ క్లాస్ అయిపోయాక. ఓకేనా? ఇందా గుర్తు చేయమన్నా కదా, మర్చిపోతున్నారు. ఏం గుర్తు చేయాలో వాళ్ళు గుర్తు చేస్తారులే. ద పాపులేషన్ ఆఫ్ విలేజ్ ఏ ఈజ్ 25% ఆఫ్ పాపులేషన్ ఆఫ్ సిటీ ఎక్స్. So let there be city X and whose population is 100%. A population is equal to 25%. Total population of B is 20% of population of city X, which is 20%. Next, village C population is 2/5. Can we take 2/5 as 40%? C population is 40%. Population of D is 60% of total population of village C. 60% of this fellow, how much is that? 24%. Next, village E population is 85% of village B. What percentage? 85. 85% of this number only? 85% of 20% or 20% of 85? One and the same, correct? How much is that? 17%. Now, next, how much? What is left? F. Total population of village F is 21,000, which is 35% of total population of city. So, if city X population we already treated as, and now it is equal to 35%, correct? What is 35 double? 70 triple 2, and how many zeros are there? Come on, 2 more zeros are there. నేను 21 అని కాదు వాడింది, 210 అని వాడా. రిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ 35 and then 210. 35 double, again triple, and then 2 zeros. Come on. So what did we do? Double and triple. Double and triple in the sense 6 times only. So 6 times of this number, 600, and then how many more zeros? 2 more zeros. Clear? On the other hand, we can write it as 1% value is equal to, come on, and now this value, you know that it is equal to 35%. So all these percentages are with respect to total population of village X, that is 100%. అర్థమైందా? నేను ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పిన కండిషన్ ఏంటంటే ABCDEF sum of total population of these 6 villages need not to be 100%, because these 6 villages are around city X. అర్థమైందా? Right. What is the average number of villagers in village BDEF? అవ్వదు, అవ్వదు, అవ్వచ్చు, అవ్వదు, అవ్వదు. Third option, final answer. BDEF. BDEF. Let me first calculate in terms of percentage. 20 plus 24. 44 plus 17. 61. 61 plus 35. 96. And you know that 1% value is equal to 600, and we were asked to calculate average only. Divided by 4. How many times? 24 times. 24 6 times. 144 and then 2 zeros. 144,000. Now without calculating, I calculated direct answer. I'll tell you now. What is 1% value you said? Come on. 600, which is a 3 multiple. Now we were asked to calculate average for how many cities? 4 cities. When you calculate that, let's assume you get X percentage. Total population from villages BDEF is equal to X percent. To convert into number, that is X into 600 only. This is total population, but we were asked to calculate average, which is divided by. So in 600, 3 multiple is there. In the denominator, do you have 3 multiple? Then your answer must be 3 multiple. Is your first option 3 multiple? This can never be your answer. Second, third, maybe your answer. Fourth, fifth, only one 3 multiple is available, that is third option. Directly can answer. Okay na? ఇప్పుడు ఇదే క్వశ్చన్లో యావరేజ్ ఫర్ 3 cities అన్నారు అనుకోండి, కన్ఫర్మ్గా 3 multiple అని చెప్పగలమా? No, we cannot say. We definitely need X value in that particular case. న్యూమరేటర్లో 600లో ఉన్న 3 multiple, డినామినేటర్లో యావరేజ్ ఫర్ 3 అన్నాం అనుకోండి, 3 multiple క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతుంది. ఆన్సర్ 3 multiple అని మనం చెప్పలేం, అవునా? ఆ కేసులో కంపల్సరీగా X వాల్యూ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాల్సిందే. ఓకేనా? రైట్. In village B, 32% of total population are female. In village D, 30% of total population are female. In village E, okay, and 28% of total population are female. What is the total female population of B, D, E together? What is the total? Total is the average. Matladali. Total. Avvachu, kaadu, avvachu. Multiple unnai, cheyali. ఇక్కడ కూడా సేమ్ 3 multiple లాజిక్ వెరిఫై చేయొచ్చా? మాట్లాడరు. అమ్మ ఇక్కడ ఒక నంబర్ ఉంది, అదే మల్టిపుల్ అని తెలుసు మీకు, దానిలో ఎంత పర్సెంట్ చేయాలి? 32%. ఇంకొక నంబర్ మీద 30%, ఇంకొక నంబర్ మీద, ప్రతి నంబరు 3 multipleగా, దాని మీద ఏ పర్సంటేజ్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసినా మళ్ళీ 3 multipleగా, అవునా కాదా? సో సమ్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసినా 3 multipleగా. ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ 3 multiple ఉంది, సెకండ్ కాదు, మళ్ళీ థర్డ్ 3 multiple ఉంది. మల్టిపుల్ ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, కంపల్సరీగా చేయాల్సిందే. ఓకేనా? రైట్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఏం కావాలి? విలేజ్ బి. విలేజ్ బి ఎంత పర్సెంట్ అమ్మా? అట్లా కాదమ్మా, నేను అడిగేది విలేజ్ బిలో టోటల్ ఎంత? 20% అంటే 20 into 1% అనేనా? నెక్స్ట్ ఏం కావాలి? డి. విలేజ్ డిలో ఎంత? 24%. 24 into 600. Next, village E. E ఎంత? 17. That is 17 into 600. Clear? So now see, in village B, female are 32%. That means into 32 by 100 only, Next, into 30 by 100 into 28 by 100. Clear? Still two options are there. No. Sixth end అవుతుంది. Fifth option answer. అయిపోయింది. ఇలా రాసిన తర్వాత దాని వైపు చూస్తూ ఉంటే ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. 2 zeros క్యాన్సిల్, 2 zeros క్యాన్సిల్, 2 zeros క్యాన్సిల్. మాట్లాడరు. Here you have 20. There is a 0, right? A number ending with 0 multiplied with any other number also ends with? Here we have 30. So this fellow also ends with? 7 into 6. 2 into 8. Sum must end with? Answer must end with? You also know that answer must be which multiple? Come on. Answer must end with 6 and should be a multiple of 3. Okay na? 6th end అయింది, ఒకటే ఉంది, అదే ఆన్సర్. ఒకవేళ మల్టిపుల్ ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నా సరే ఇప్పుడు రెండో వెపన్ తీస్తాం. రెండో వెపన్ ఏంటి? 3 multiple. ఓకేనా? రైట్. In village A, the respective ratio between total number of male and the total number of female ratio is 2:3. So instead of this, can we say 40% and 60%? Come on. Ratio between male and female. If the total number of male in village C is 250% of total number of male in village A, what is the respective ratio between total number of males and total number of females of village C? Okay, see, first of all, how many villages are there? Total కాదక్క, నేను ఈ క్వశ్చన్ గురించి అడుగుతున్నా. ఈ క్వశ్చన్లో ఎన్ని విలేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి? 2 villages. అండ్ ఓకే, ప్రతి విలేజ్లో ఎవరెవరు ఉన్నారు? మేల్ and initial information is regarding village A only. Village A, total what percentage we have? Total. Now 25% must be divided in the ratio 2:3, that is 5 parts only. Each part is equal to male are 10, female are, come on. Okay, next. Male in village C is 250%. Can I say 250% in the sense 2.5 times? 100% in the sense how many times? 100% in the sense how many times? Come on. 1 time. 200%? 250%? 2.5 times of male in village A only. How much is that? 25. In village C, what is total? Male and female? 40. Out of 40, how many are here? Then remaining 15. Now what is your question? Respective ratio between male, female from village C. That is 25:15 only. 5 times. 5 3 times. That's all. What is the population of, total population of village A and B together is what percent more than total population of D and E together? AB together population 40, D and E together 41, 41. AB together 45, D and E 41. 45 is how much more? 4 more with respect to 41. Percentage into, what is 10% of the denominator? Our numerator is very close to 4.1, but less than 4.1. Clear? That means answer must be less than 10%, but should be very close to it. Approximately it would be 9.7 or 9.8 or 9.9 something. Look at your options. How many are there? Only one. 9.76, first option final. Clear? Next. The total number of children below 10 years of age in village B, E together is 6,000. Out of whom 3/5 are in village B. What percent of population in is below 10 years of age in village E. Okay. Less than 10 years from both villages B and E together, we have total 6,000. Out of which 3/5. What is 1/5 of this number? 1200. 3/5. 3 into 1200. 3,600. They are in village B. Then what is remaining? Come on. 2,400. They are in village E. Your question is to identify what percent of population is below 10 years of age in village E. In village E, total percentage. That means 2,400 is a percentage with respect to 17, where 1% value 600. Percentage into 2 zeros, 2 zeros. 6 how many times? Come on. 4 times. So numerator is 400 divided by 17. So after simplification, you'll get your answer. Antena. Even in your final answer, your denominator must be 17 only. Yes or no? All the options are satisfying that rule. But at the same time, what is your numerator last digit? You can verify that rule. Right. 7 into 4. Last digit. 8 plus 6. Can this be your answer? 7 into 4. 8 plus 9. 3 into 7. 1 plus 5. 3 into 7. 1 plus 6. 5th must be your final answer.